can you do, guys, to back on the game that you had before the third period, Thursday night as a team?
Pardon me, sorry?
How can you back at your team game that you had before the third period Thursday night?
Yeah, I thought, we played a decent game before the third, and I think we just didn't manage emotions well after that. So it's a bounce forward game for us tonight. The best way to forget about last game is just playing well tonight.
I'm not going to say you feel comfortable against the Jets, but you still won the last 3 games against them. Any reason why against that team? Like the Penguins, it's not working, right?
Yeah.
And the Jets, in a way, it is for any reasons.
I did not even know that. It's a new year, new teams, so maybe some guys like playing here, though, or playing against these certain teams, so hopefully that'll help.
You like playing here?
Yeah, good question.
Is that playing a team that you guys play not really often, is that the good timing?
Yeah, I guess you could say going against Pittsburgh was tough this year, and to go against a team we haven't played in a while, and getting on the road too sometimes helpful as well. So again, we're just trying to bounce forward, forget about last game by playing well tonight.
It's important to forget about last game, but also to learn from it. Where do you find the balance as a group, not to get involved in too much frustration also?
Yeah, it's one of those things. I think we kind of looked at everything yesterday, and we understand where we went wrong. We understand how we can be better as a unit, and we've all just been talking about how we have to play well tonight, and that'll just move past the one game that we played bad. I feel like the last week or 2 weeks we've actually been playing some good hockey. So again, we just want to move on and forget about that.
The Jets have the best power play in the league right now. You gave 2 against Pittsburgh on the PK. What kind of adjustment can you make quickly to face this lethal power play tonight?
It's all about just being connected, communicating, and obviously with a good pre-scout, we'll be able to hopefully see what they can do, and hopefully, we'll be a step ahead of them.
Jake, I know that it's kind of been the way that it has always been since Montreal is in the league, but do you get a bump from a half-filled arena that are supporting the Montreal Canadiens?
Yeah, absolutely. Montreal's got the best fans in the league, and they travel very well, and we've got a lot of support everywhere. So every time we've got fans in the building, it gives us a little bit more of a jump.
I know you said you weren't aware of the last 3 games, but 3 of the last 4 have all gone into overtime. They've been real competitive games.
Okay.
Yeah, and it seems the common denominator has been great goaltending. Jake Allen absolutely stood on his head in the 2 games last year. So I don't know if that brings back any memories of what you guys do particularly well to frustrate this team.
Yeah, it's a tough answer. I don't know. I guess some guys play well here. We don't have Jakey, but we got some good goalies now too, and guys like Justin Barron are, like playing against his brother maybe too. So some guys just enjoy playing here in Winnipeg, and it'll be a fun one.
You were asked about the emotion that kind of got away a little bit in the Pittsburgh game. How do you make sure you channel that in the right way so that you don't try to do too much at the start tonight to make it right?
Yeah, I think it's all about the next shift, whether it's you as a line or the next line going up. It's if one line has a great shift, you try and follow that up, and if one line has a tough shift, you try and rewrite it and help bring that momentum towards you. So I think we had a tough job of that in the third period, and hopefully we can learn from that.
You guys have made things over the last 24 hours here in Montreal yesterday. I'm just curious, did you more talks about mental stuff of the game compared to X and O's?
Probably a little bit of both. I think when you're missing sometimes X's and O's, it does come just from mental lapses. So it's stuff like that. But I would say more video is more on X's and O's, and what we can't be doing anymore, and that just comes from managing emotions. It's the next man up, next shift that you have to get back out there and help the team.
What are you learning about Patrik Laine's game in the early stages there?
It's very fun to watch. It's nice having a guy like that on your team. He's got such a great shot, such a great mind for the game, and he's also just such a great teammate. So it's been a lot of fun having him on the bench and in the dressing room.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
See you, Jake. Thank you. People here did not forget you. I'm sure that you did not forget them.
No, it's always fun to come back. It's a little cold for my taste these days, but it's always good to come back, and had a lot of great memories here and in this building, so it's always fun.
In light of your absence the last time when you were still with Columbus, Patrick, do you expect that there'll be a nice payoff to you to salute and let you know just how much people appreciate what you've gone through and what you're doing now?
Yeah. I mean, it's great to hear positive comments and people being supportive, and it's always. Had a couple nice welcome backs here last time with Columbus, and hopefully they don't hate me this time, but they might feel different after the game, I hope. But no, it's as always, especially when you come back here, always feel the support and the love from the fans, and so it's a great feeling.
And in those games, you've played pretty well too. So obviously, I guess that's kind of fired you up a little bit.
Yeah, I just had a couple of good chances and ended up scoring. It's it's always fun to play against old teams and old teammates, and just try to show off a little bit. But no, it'll be fun to see some familiar faces out there, and just try to obviously forget last game, and it'll be for sure a big challenge tonight, but just try to get 2 points and get out of here.
It looks like you're having fun again, which is good to see. How close are you to kind of rediscovering your love for this game? I know you've got through some tough times.
Yeah, it's definitely fun to play. Been enjoying it. After a little bit of a rough patch, but it's a lot of fun to put on a jersey every night and just play with the guys and battle for points, and my game's not quite there yet, but after almost a year-long break, I'm not expected it to be quite yet, but we're working on it. We're trending to the right direction, but yeah, it's just having fun playing, and that's pretty awesome.
How will you look back at the last year or so as a life-changing year in some way, a lot of ways?
Yeah, in a lot of ways. Obviously, hockey-wise, it hasn't been great. But I think when you look at the bigger picture, I think it was. You don't really look at it that way when you're going through something, but then after you kind of look back a little bit, and then you're like, oh, like that. It wasn't fun times, but you kind of always learn something, and I genuinely believe that everything happens for a reason, and there was some type of reason for those tough times. Don't know what that is yet, but I'm sure we'll find out later. And but yeah, those times really sometimes test you, and but just gotta work through it, and you'll come back better on the other side. So that's kind of what happened.
How important is it for the team to use the last game as fuel to get going for game time?
Yeah, I feel like lately we've played some good hockey. I think we were, the first couple periods, 3-2 against a team that's been really hot lately. I feel like we were playing some good hockey, and then it just, the third was just unacceptable. Obviously, that just can't happen. But yeah, it'll be a good challenge, obviously, against a great team, and just can't afford to make the same mistakes we were making last game. But yeah, just try to turn the page and have a good game, and keep moving forward.
Patrick, clearly your shot is still there from what we've seen from the last little while. Is there any chance that it's gotten better since we saw you here in Winnipeg, or did you perfect it back then and just leave it?
No, it's been okay. I don't know. You know, I took a pretty long break from touching my stick, so I wasn't working on it too much. But I guess it's still there. But you know, there's a lot of other things I need to work on right now. But at least one of the things I'm known for is still working. So I'm just hoping. I don't know if Helly's playing tonight. I really hope so. Oh, he is. Oh, I love that.
You hope so?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I don't think the last 2 times I've been here, I don't think he's played.
Okay.
He's had the Patty flu. I mean, it's understandable, but you know, so it'll be fun. It'll be fun to play.
Nikolai doesn't have the flu. You know that it's legitimate, but he's been trying hard to get back in the lineup so you could chirp him.
No, I won't. I brought him a signed jersey to cheer him up a little bit. No, he asked for it. I didn't just bring it. But yeah, I mean, would have been fun to see him out there. But you know, good thing they'll coming to Montreal too later in the year. So hopefully he'll be out there and not too scared.
You went how long without touching the stick?
Probably for like good 7-8 months, something like that. That I wasn't skating, so it was longer than I'm used to, but wasn't the main priority at the time. But yeah, now it's fun again, and so it's just enjoying playing.
What was the battle from the preseason injury like to get back to where you were?
Yeah, obviously it wasn't ideal, since you know I worked so hard to get back to playing and enjoying, and obviously with the new team and all that. But and then you know the second game you get hurt again, and so it was tough mentally. Like it wasn't ideal, like I said, but you know, just figured that crying about it is not going to help, and just try to put in the work and try to get back as soon as possible. And obviously worked really hard to get back, and with the medical staff and with the doctors, and they obviously did a great job with that, and worked out, and it's feeling good. So got back to playing, a lot quicker than we first thought I'd be, so got to be happy about that.
What have you liked about the fit? I know it's early. What have you liked about the fit here?
I think just overall, I think the whole organization is just wonderful. I think we have a lot of great players and a lot of young guys. Obviously, we're a really young team. We're even I'm feeling old these days, but I think just the style of play, and obviously Marty's a heck of a coach, and who understands the game from a player's perspective too. So I feel like it's just been kind of a combo of all those things, and obviously playing in Montreal is just something special that kind of fires you up. Well, overall playing in Canada, I did miss that when I was playing in the States, and so definitely happy to be back.
And the foundation, what's it been like to impact some lives? I know it's early to be able to help people.
No, it's great. Love helping people, and I think it's important, and not everybody does it, but I do like to do it. If you can help people, why not? So all that's been great too.
Thank you. Thanks for your time.
Non, mais ça va être game time decision.
De le voir donc sur la glace ce matin, j'imagine pour vous autres c'est rassurant, puis vous allez voir comment il réagit, j'imagine.
Ouais,
pas nécessairement le résultat, mais de repartir sur les bases que vous
Ouais,
aviez?
non, écoute, c'est sûr, c'est une troisième période qui a été très difficile émotionnellement. Les joueurs sont fiers, puis on comprend les fans et tout. Puis je sais, quand tu es une jeune équipe, tu es plus susceptible à des moments comme ça. Puis si on serait une équipe de vétérans, mais je pense que tu tournes la page. T'sais. Mais pour une jeune équipe, il faut t'en parler. Tu peux pas juste tourner la page. Il faut t'en parler avant que tu tournes. Puis ces conversations, puis notre travail hier a fait partie de tourner la page. Puis je pense que la dernière étape de tourner la page de cette game-là, c'est le match ce soir. Puis c'est pas nécessairement... C'est pas le score quand la puck a drop. C'est pas le score final quand le puck a drop. C'est tes actions durant le match qui vont nous aider à tourner la page. Qu'est-ce qui s'est passé?
Dans les dernières heures, il y a des choses que tu ne veux pas partager publiquement, mais est-ce que tu as fait plus de psychologie ou de soutien mental avec tes joueurs dans ces réunions-là, plutôt que de X et O sur le vidéo? Est-ce que, par rapport à ce que tu disais justement...
J'ai fait ce que j'avais à faire.
Face aux Jets, face aux Penguins, vous avez perdu vos 6 derniers matchs. Face aux Jets, vous avez gagné vos 3 derniers matchs. Y a-t-il une raison, selon toi, pourquoi ton équipe, je ne veux pas dire ça sent bien, mais performe bien face à une équipe comme les Jets?
Des fois, c'est style de jeu. Des fois, c'est où que la game elle tombe dans la cédule, comment ton équipe allait, comment l'autre équipe allait. Je peux pas te dire c'est une chose.
Martin, on vient de parler à Patrik Laine, puis tu parles souvent de la vérité, de bien évaluer les choses. Puis il y a de l'humilité chez Patrik Laine aussi, où il est très honnête par rapport à la situation, son jeu, le jeu collectif. À quel point ça aide d'avoir un gars comme ça qui est capable d'avoir la vérité, puis d'aider peut-être les autres à ce niveau-là? Comment tu trouves qu'il est dans cette approche-là?
Mais tu sais, honnêtement, j'apprends à coacher Patrik Laine.
Oui.
Je peux pas dire que je sais exactement comment le coacher. Mais n'importe qui que tu coaches, ça part toujours avec le joueur. Toujours avec le joueur. Puis si le joueur, il a une bonne vérité, parce que moi, j'ai ma vérité, lui, il va avoir sa vérité, mais il faut que tu arrives à la vérité. Puis c'est plus facile d'arriver à la vérité plus rapidement quand ton joueur, ils ont une bonne perception de leur vérité. Fait que ça part toujours avec le joueur. Puis ça, bien, c'est important d'avoir ça.
Vous avez donné 2 buts en désavantage numérique contre Pittsburgh. Vous avez même Winnipeg, meilleur avantage numérique de la Ligue. Quel genre d'ajustement tu vas voir de ton équipe quand ce powerplay-là?
Bien, je veux qu'on les empêche de marquer.
Mais structurellement, y a-t-il des choses contre les Penguins que tu sens qui a peut-être failli un peu ou qui a moins fonctionné, qu'il faudrait resserrer?
Ben, tu te souviens-tu comment ils ont compté le but?
Il y a eu la passe du coin, le temps. Le deuxième, je ne sais pas c'était quoi.
OK. Le premier but, c'était un goal line play, que le temps il était loin. On l'a juste mal joué en avant. Le deuxième, c'était une shot de la bande. Un wrister de la bande. Moi, je vais donner les wristers de la bande. Si Winnipeg veut prendre les wristers de la bande, on va lui donner des wristers de la bande.
We know Patrik well here, of course, and he got us all laughing a few minutes ago. What's it like having the character that is Patrik Laine on your team?
Yeah, I mean, I think we're all getting to really know him now that he's actually like with our group day in, day out, you know. So we're, you know, there's, you know, he's fun to be around. You know, he's got some, you know, quick one-liners, and you know, and he's a special talent. You know, so we're all, me personally, I'm definitely getting to know him more now. Not that I didn't know him before, but obviously when you're hurt and not around the team as much, you know, you don't really get the true version. You know, once you see the player go through the grind of the games and managing his own game, expectations and stuff, you get to know the guy.
Pour compléter sur Laine, est-ce que tu n'es pas toujours dans le vestiaire ou quoi que ce soit, mais est-ce que tu sens qu'il est déjà une voix, ou est-ce qu'il est encore en mode analyse puis il n'ose pas trop parler pour l'instant?
Je comprends pas ta question.
Est-ce que tu vois qu'il s'implique? Est-ce qu'il pose des questions? Est-ce qu'il montre du leadership vocalement dans les meetings, ou est-ce que tu sens ça?
Moi, je te dirais que c'est pas un gars qui va parler des meetings, mais quand on a des one-on-one, c'est un dialogue. C'est pas c'est pas un monologue. C'est pas un monologue, c'est un dialogue. Je pense que c'est important.
Marty, is part of the development of a team with what you're going through, I think I picked up turning the page, whether it's a good game or whether it's a bad game. Is that all part of making progress to get to be the team you want to be?
Yeah, I mean, I think you always have to, move on from whatever happened the night before. If you were good, who cares? The puck drops. Like, nobody cares how good you were the night before. You got to go and get it. I think for our situation tonight, we had our worst 15 minutes of hockey probably of the season. And leading up to that, we've been pretty good of late, and all of a sudden, the 15 minutes that we just didn't recognize our team. And, I think if you're a veteran team, you can probably just crumble the sheet, burn the video, and move on. But I think with a young team, I think you need to have conversations, and we did that yesterday. We had a good practice. We talked about it, and I think the last step to turn the page on the last third period is our actions tonight. That the way we come out tonight, the way we play, it's going to help us turn the page on what happened in the third period.
Would you prefer it to be hell-bent for leather, or would you prefer it to be just, a controlled, efficient style of play, for that, first 5 or 10 minutes or the first run through of the lines and deep pairs for each guy?
Well, to me, it's having a good start is playing the game right away. And I don't know what that game's going to be. I don't know what kind of space we're going to be in. I don't know, to me, you just got to be ready for anything. It's to be alert from the puck drop. There's a play that can happen the first 2 minutes that can have a huge impact on the outcome of the game. So you got to start on time, and you have to have real meaningful action that doesn't guarantee a win, but that helps our team win.
Marty, just a quick one. You played with a lot of guys that can shoot it. I mean, how would you describe Patrik's shot as kind of a weapon for him?
Yeah, I mean, it's elite, right? I mean, he's got a long stick, good curve, comes off his stick pretty fast and hard and accurate. I think he's given goalies trouble since he's been in the league, so it's fun to watch.
Merci. Merci. Merci.